morning.
Good morning. Burr.
It's not that bad.
It is. Can you see my breath?
No.
You can't.
I can smell it.
No, stop it.
Should have brushed your teeth this morning.
I'd be surprised. We're home together for once.
Yes.
Well, although it's 7 in the morning. So.
Not long though. I'll be gone soon.
I know. I did find some beauties at the little store the other day. Look, little perennial asters that look gorgeous. So
Isn't this your favorite time of year where you go get the bargain bin plants or no?
I haven't even had time. I need to go check things out. I'm so off kilter this fall, like seriously. But we thought we'd share like what the heck's going on, because I haven't even done much on my Facebook page, which you guys know usually I'm like, oh, I found fun things and I like to share stuff. And this year, like, the deer have kind of eaten everything. I mean, I'm doing cutbacks. I'm just saving things that have been absolutely destroyed. But I'm doing it all in my spare time, which is, you know, few and far between these days. But anyway, let's show you what has happened on the excavation side, where the potential barn is going to go. Is it a barn or a garage?
It's a barn.
It's a barn. Okay. So
it will be a storage facility when we're done with it.
So yeah, a guy that we know took down an old reclaimed barn. So we'll show you pictures of what he took down also, because I think it's really cool to see the frame of what's going to happen. Who knows when? I have to calm my horses, because
your horses are bucking and
my horses
are
way
screaming.
the hell over there, and I need to reel them in because I want it done, and I can't have it done yet. So I have to be patient, and man, that is hard.
We haven't even broke ground, and you're already ready to break down.
I'm ready to like pour the foundation, but we still have like the electrical and the plumbing and all that stuff. I have to just chill, because you know, to me, when you tell me I'm getting a barn, I'm like, okay. And I expect it to kind of just like happen, but I have to, man, there's a lot of moving parts. So I will be patient. However, it has really thrown things like off. We've been so distracted trying to get this whole thing set up and moving and working so that we don't actually like go into serious debt trying to put it up. So yeah, but look, this used to be like a forest of really some not so nice pines, but some really nice, thick, huge pines, and they are slowly going. And so now we have the whole internal area that has been cleared, but the guy who's doing the excavation, who started taking the smaller trees, realized how big and thick these bigger trees are, and a lot of them are leaning this way toward the sun. So we're gonna have another excavator come in and take down the larger ones. They're gonna just like lop the tops off and push them over, because they are a little close to the house and it's a little intimidating for a smaller excavation machine. So this is it though. It's kind of sad, but kind of exciting. Not sure what winter's gonna look like out here, but I'm thinking we can sleigh ride all the way down to the road. I mean, you got to make the best of it, right? Actually, I was thinking about that the other day. Like, we could get it going, have nice little bobsled trail like we do up on the hill down to the swamp. I don't know.
Until you hit a stump and hurt your rump.
Well, hopefully all of this is like smooth and dug out, but you know, again, I will be patient.
You're going to have to be patient, all right?
But anyway, I want to buy one of these machines and just like do stuff myself, but I have to chill.
I know. Anyway, I'm surprised you haven't grabbed a chainsaw and pretended to be Paula Bunyan and started dropping all these trees.
I did, but the chainsaw we have is like, oh no. Like, I am not even attempting to do half of these logs. No way.
What, that little electric chainsaw? I don't think you could even cut a branch with that.
I think I can literally like shape boxwoods with it. That's like the amount of work it can do. But anyway, so I'm excited. I want to show you too. This was exciting for me. I don't know, it kind of put things in perspective, because a lot of the pines that are in good shape, we're gonna save for the siding. So if you look down here, they've already taken a couple truckload wagonfuls of the trunks to save and to make into boards for the siding of the barn. But look at, this is like an idea of what they've been taking away. Whoa!
Oh, Zoe's gonna grab one. Throw a stick. Throw a stick.
So check this out. Like, you don't really realize how big these trees are until you see them like this. These are like cut into good lengths and will eventually be the siding on the barn. So, you know, there's a lot. There's a lot going on, right?
I feel sorry for our tenants. Now they got to hear us up here all the time.
Oh, it's fun. But look at, isn't this kind of cool? I actually took a picture of this because I think from like a picture standpoint, it's kind of cool. I don't know.
Yeah,
or maybe it's just more, I don't know. It's in more of an emotional picture for me, just to know that, you know what, even though they're laying there, they're coming back.
You know what? It hasn't been as bad as I thought it was going to be. I figured I'd be
That's because you're not here watching them drop.
hugging trees and bawling
although,
profusely.
I have to say, I was watching the way that it was, you know, beginning and how he was pushing some down. So let's show you some, I'll show you some pictures and some video of how he actually started clearing them and making room. Whoa, big one.
It's going to be an exciting 3 years, really.
Oh, I will die.
Honey, just you're going to have to.
You're going to have to buy me some land to grow on.
You're going to have to pretend this project is your husband, and you have to have patience with it.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
No, that's not going to happen. But you know what else happened, like during this whole process before the excavation, is the front of our entrance to our driveway. It was always overgrown with poison ivy and just invasive honeysuckle and all this other stuff. So we got it dug out. I'll show you the before video. So we got the beginning of our entrance of our driveway, some renovation happening. There's poison ivy in here, which I absolutely hate and I'm allergic to. So we're gonna redo the entrance to this driveway. Some nice big rocks. Gonna do a little entrance here, and we have a culvert pipe right there at the beginning because we have a pond, lots of water. And then this is gonna be, of course, something beautiful by the time that he is done digging out all the beautiful rocks in there. There's great boulders in there. And I'll be sorry to lose the oak, but we will be putting some wonderful things back. There it goes. So now that that's all like cleared out and dug out, we're gonna take all those big boulders and place them intentionally to make a beautiful entrance for our yard. Well, for our property. So, you know, you won't necessarily see that from the house, but when you pull into our driveway, you're actually gonna have a welcoming entrance, in my opinion, once I'm done landscaping it, because, you know, that'll give me something to do next year while I'm patiently waiting for the barn to go up.
I think I'm just going to give you a list of all the people involved in this project, and you can bug them instead of bugging the middleman, me.
No, it's easier to bug you.
Yeah.
I like bugging you.
Well,
then, you know, if you hear it enough, then you actually do something. But, you know, actually, the guys have been very nice. The ones that have been here and the people we have coming. And then hopefully, do you want to take a walk?
no, I don't have to go to work or anything this morning to pay for any of this.
Come on, Zoe. Yeah, what did you find? She comes up with the weirdest stuff.
She found a mammoth bone.
What are you gonna do? Look, so we also have some water issues fixed. We have a culvert pipe now put in. Zoe's happily showing you.
So I don't have to fix the driveway every time it rains.
Because every time we had a hard rain, it would come down, it would hit about here, and then it would just wash the driveway out, where we like literally had to drive around the driveway. So this is hopefully gonna fix that.
The main reason I had it put in is so our cat, Toby, can hide from Zoe when she chases him down the driveway.
That could happen too.
So it's more of a cat culvert pipe.
So anyway, over here, so the culvert pipe comes out over here and into this, right? But all of this land, which is a disaster of mangled, tangled vines, is all going to be cleared, and I'm going to have some cut flowers over there. And that better happen by spring, because I'm growing a ton of seeds over winter.
Well, grab a shovel and a hoe.
No, I'm gonna jump in that backhoe right there. I'm gonna start making some grooves of my own.
I'm sure if you bug him enough, he'll do it. I did mention it to him. I also told him if he saw you coming to turn the excavator and go in the opposite direction.
You know what he did? He put his earmuffs on and started the chainsaw.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because he knows he'll never get out of here.
Now I know.
He knows how I feel.
Oh, stop it. You
love it.
You love it.
Give the guy a break.
But look at this pine right here is actually beautiful. I don't know if I want that taken down.
You're not going to have that taken down.
It's beautiful, right?
Yes. All this.
So this is just...
From the telephone pole back, we're going to clear it out.
We're going to take this out, and I'm going to grow. I'm going to grow cut flowers, and I'm going to grow dahlias, and this will be my annual bed, and I'm going to be preoccupied with this while that is getting built. Don't you like that idea?
I take it you're not doing any gardening over at our rental property, right?
Well, actually, I could do, but you know what? I also have to support myself. So, you know, I have to figure out, I have to have a healthy means of being available to work on what I'd like to be doing versus going to that awful thing they call work, so that I can pay for things that I want to do. Hello,
so when you go to work and you work in other gardens, now you know how it feels for me when I have to work for you.
Oh, yeah. I mean, some gardens I really enjoy working in. Other ones I'm like, oh, I'd rather be home being tortured in my own.
I was talking more about the people you have to work for and how they can be annoying and demanding and always wanting you there.
You know what? The squeaky wheel gets the oil.
Yeah.
Just so you know.
Well.
But anyway, so this is, I want to see the entrance quick.
Yes, okay, sure.
Let's see the entrance.
It's wide open now. There's no hiding from you around here.
So this is a beautiful crimson maple that was getting completely choked out by vines. Last year we rescued it and literally climbed up to get vines off of it. It's gorgeous. It's a little like full on this side as opposed to this side because it was all shaded by the junk in here, but this got cleared out. There's like really cool rocks in here where the culvert pipe is put in. So I don't know, that needs to be cleared out though. There's a lot of vines still in there alive, but it's now exposed. Hopefully we don't slide off in the winter and have anything get stuck there. This tree must stay because that kind of stops you from driving off into the pond that way.
So are we doing anything with this mess down here? Maybe digging it out, placing a few rocks on the sides to make it look like a smaller pond or something?
Actually, that originally was dug out, right? So yeah. I would like to take all of that out, but I need a place to grow for spring. So that's getting done first. And then if he has time, he can dig that out.
Yes.
So anyway, I don't know if anyone ever remembered or if you came to the garden tour, but we used to have big boulders here along this edge of the left side of the driveway. They're now here, and this was an absolute disaster. Like poison ivy, I couldn't even get in there to rip it out because I'm so allergic to poison ivy. I'd be like down for months. But this all got tore out, and it's wide open now. And there's a big pile of boulders that we're going to position so that the entrance to this driveway and this property is pretty. There's nothing will pretty up an entrance like rocks, like the natural landscaping. There's rocks all along the border of our road around the properties here. So I think that is going to fit in really well. And I just want this nice soft border of hard boulders. Does that make sense? I don't know. But yes, in my mind it makes sense. I want a soft edge, but use boulders, and then I'm going to landscape behind it, because when you come in, it should be pretty.
Can we put a boulder in front of the mailbox so we stop getting bills and junk mail?
We're getting rid of that. Or
why?
We're repainting it. It needs to be redone. Why? Go look at it.
It's fine.
No, it's been there you're nostalgic, but
I'll give you an estimate to do it.
we're gonna redo that also. We should have a nice entrance, and we also need to have multiple mailboxes because we have multiple properties and people who live there, and I hate having.
There
our
goes
mail
your
come-
dog.
He's going to say hi to the horses.
Yeah.
So
She's gonna get a hoof to the head.
Well, so anyway, did you see the size of this boulder? Let me just show you. Like massive.
So what are you gonna do with these? You're gonna kind of like build a garden over here where they were, or no?
Not really a garden. I want them sort of edging the entrance, and then behind it, I'm going to put like shrubs and perennials. I have to see. I have to get that part done first before I can really visualize what I want to do. I'm just sort of like, also like even with the barn, like I can't figure out where I want it positioned exactly until I kind of see it and I see the land cleared, and I just sit back on the porch and I go, okay, I'm gonna have it here. I think this would look amazing. I want it more, back farther. I want it closer.
Well, you better figure it out because these guys don't have time to wait for you to figure out your stuff.
I wish it was all riding on my decisions, because I would make one faster than you know what. So anyway, but then this in here is our gravel pit, and that's where we have a whole bunch of land as well to grow. It's just not cleared out. So there's a lot we could do.
And there's a lot I'm sure we will end up doing.
It's cold, yes, but I definitely need a place to grow. Like I will till up this lawn and grow if you don't give me a spot to grow. And I have so many things. I have so many seeds. I got to show you what I'm growing this year. Lots of stuff. And vegetables. Like I have daylilies in my vegetable garden right now overwintering, because that area is also getting expanded, but I have no place to overwinter my lilies. So
well, one good thing, I guess I won't have to rake any leaves around here next year.
Oh my gosh, did you see the hill?
I know.
We have leaves. We just
Maybe
don't
we
have
can cut them
here.
down.
Oh my God. We won't have pine sap on our vehicles anymore.
Because mine will be parked in the barn.
Yeah. The barn siding will be watching over our vehicles instead of dripping sap all over them. That stuff is ridiculous to get off.
Nothing a razor blade can't take care of. Just
To the
slit your wrist
outside.
and you're done.
Yeah, yeah. The outside, oh my God, I tried to take a razor blade to some of the things on the window and I'm like, oh, this works really well. And then I got to the hood and like an idiot, I'm like, if I'm really careful with a straight razor blade, yeah, I made a mark or two on my hood.
Wonderful.
Although that's the benefit of having a 2013 vehicle, because it doesn't matter at this point. It's so old that... Is all this coming down?
I'm assuming it probably will. We have a nice pine ridge right here, so I think I'm going to keep that ridge on the other side. But yeah, I have a feeling those are going to have to come down too. Looks like I'm going to be...
We'll have a pine ridge there, and then we'll have the pine ridge there, and we'll be nestled in a nice little snug part of Old Chatham.
Stalkers, take notice. I have a semi-automatic
And then
BB gun.
We may have to fix this rock wall because it used to go in a V here, and we actually may need it to coincide with this wall.
I'm going to connect it. That was the whole purpose.
It's got a V there, and now it looks silly.
I kind of put the V there because I really didn't have a place to put the rocks, but yes, it was not going to stay that way. It's temporary.
Yes. And it looks like your rock wall is having a little bit of a meltdown in the center over there. What happened?
I got more rocks and I just threw them there.
Oh.
I'm going to build that up. But I've been too busy, just like you.
Though. I know. It's like I barely have time to do this. We're actually leaving to go to work.
It doesn't even feel like we did much gardening this year.
You know what? Honestly, ever since the whole barn thing since we found out it was really going to happen, it's like we've been trying to sort of position ourselves to make that happen. And I mean, you know what? It is what it is. You can only do so much in a day.
I love how you're so understanding right now.
I'm understanding of the fact that I haven't even been in my own gardens, and yes, we're working our tails off. I would like to be watching a bunch of workers work their tails off here, but I will be patient for that.
What is going on with your gardens? They look like a mess.
Well, I'm piecemealing my cutbacks at the moment. I just cut back the V-balm, and you know, there's still seeds to collect, and everything is a mess. Oh my God, it really is just a disaster. But Lily Lane got eaten to the ground, like the deer. I even sprayed it, and they just ate it right down to nubs. So you want to take a peek at that? You want to see what the deer really
So did they wreck your plans for Lily Lane, or were you able to save a lot of the seeds from the lilies?
This is Lily Lane.
It's more like Lily Lame.
for real. The good thing is they ate it down like a couple weeks ago, and now I actually have green coming back. So the plants are surviving, and there's enough root to actually, it's been in the 70s during the day. So it's been a very odd, it's like frost at overnight, and then it gets to 70, and then it's like frost, and then it's been really wacky. So the plants are really confused. But a lot of them got eaten or are dying back, and now they're like, oh, it's warm again. So they're putting up a little bit more growth. But I have a whole bunch of daylily seedlings in the vegetable garden.
So this garden might actually survive one more year.
Not intentionally, but
Wow.
look at, I mean, do you see this? This is totally raw. Like it's being held up literally by those boxes and these bottom rotted out boards. So anything could happen.
Sorry,
Look,
I just tripped over that.
Yeah, but look, the deer even got the ones in the pots. It's terrible. I need to spend like a week here and get everything done. And
I think the first thing you could probably do is take down that skeleton that's still up weeks after the party. Nobody really watched
I can't
our
do
Halloween prop
I
video.
can't do it without my husband's 24-foot ladder.
What was up with that?
Oh my God, I have a bloom.
She doesn't
Look
listen
it.
at all.
Oh my God.
Anyway, for you who
Look at
didn't watch the
this.
Halloween video, check it out.
Holy cow.
What about it?
Look at this. It's November and it's blooming. And it's you know what? This is the climbing rose that I hacked. Terrible. Like I butchered, like a bad horror movie.
So what caused that? The 70-degree weather we had this
It's
week?
beautiful. You know what caused that? This got cut back, and it's actually getting light. It may actually come back. Man, I hacked the crap out of that. Remember that? I knew it. Every time I made a cut, and I cut a bad one that was all the way to the top. I mean, a good cane that was all the way to the top of the arbor. And I didn't know at the time when I cut it. I thought it was something else. And then when I pulled it, and I'm like, oh my God, I took all that top growth where I wanted the flowers to be off. Oh, that put me in a bad mood. But anyway, it's actually rebounding a bit because it's got some light now. So we'll see. I don't know. This may happen, but holy cow. I'm going to bring this in. And it smells so good. You want to smell it?
No, I don't.
Admit it.
No, I think we already went through this.
Oh my gosh, it's so pretty.
I don't need to smell David Austin's rose.
Yes, you do. Ow. Oh, that's just gorgeous. I'm going to take a picture. Bad, crappy leaves and all.
Until Zoe jumps up and thinks it's a chew toy.
Yeah. We have to, by the way, I have to clean my fountains out. I have to dig dahlia tubers.
You have a lot of work to do. You might want to get on it.
I might want to work here a few days. Will you pay me to work in my own yard?
I'll pay you to leave me alone.
That'll work.
Sounds good to me. You're hired.
Thank you. All right,
Now
so
leave.
there's the update for now.
All right. Yep. I got to go to work, honey.
All right.
Nice hanging out with you.